Say the word frumpy out loud. Go on. I'll wait. Hear that? That is a collective groan from women everywhere. We hate that word, but we all use it. Have you ever said this to yourself? I feel so frumpy today. Or this outfit makes me feel so frumpy. Or maybe you've said that to somebody else. Oh, that outfit is so frumpy. What is she doing? Frumpy isn't about size or age. It's about energy. It's about what happens when your reflection stops matching your confidence. So today, we're breaking down 7 easy ways to stop dressing frumpy and start showing up as the modern, stylish woman you already are. Because style doesn't expire. Praise the Lord. It evolves. Okay, ladies, welcome back, my Grit and Glam Club. And as you know, let's talk about how not to be frumpy, how not to look older. And honestly, I don't mind getting older one little bit, but I do want to look modern. I do want to look fresh, and I do want to look relevant. We need to update our makeup routine. But great makeup starts with great skin. And today I'm so pleased to partner with Zip Halo. And we're going to talk about that because, as I said, it starts with your skincare. And I'm a big fan of devices. We've also come a long way in the last decade with the treatments that we have and the devices that we use. But skincare is truly, or your skin truly is the canvas for your makeup. The makeup is really just the art on top. And I know there are many wonderful makeup artists out there. I mean, sometimes I am just truly blown away with what a person can look like without makeup and then with makeup. But me personally, I'd rather have as little makeup on as possible. And that's why I'm just really much more concerned about my skincare. And that's why I start with the Zip Halo. It's one device that treats all your skin concerns: wrinkles, dullness, pigmentation, firmness, and it has professional level results. You can transform your skin in just 6 weeks. So these are clinical results that I will read to you. Wrinkles can go down 28%, plumpness up 27%. And that's what I'm really big on. I want plump, hydrated, moisturized skin. But also, dark spots are reduced by 62%. And that's pretty amazing. So, and as I said, these are clinical results, not marketing spin. And here's the headline. As I said, you can transform your skin in just 6 weeks, and that's pretty amazing. And I've also had the privilege of using Zip Halo, and we have a before and after photo. And firsthand, the difference is visible. But I'll just take you through how it works. So Zip Halo uses low-level electrical currents to transform your skin. And each treatment sends a unique waveform designed to target your skin's changing needs. It's as easy as 1, a 2, a 3. Really, it is. I love it. Because honestly, I don't like anything complicated in my skincare routine. I mean, in my routine overall, I really like easy peasy. So 1, you just open the Zip app and pick your skin goal. 2, you're going to sync that app. Then the app sends a customized electrical program straight to your halo. And 3, you treat. You just apply your favorite Zip gel and follow along with a guided video. And they have different gels that you can choose from. And one gel came with my product, with my Zip Halo, and then I have another one that I'm testing out too. So, and speaking of gels, the conductive gel is essential because it carries those micro currents into your skin while delivering active ingredients matched to your concern. And so what I recently just started using is the golden gel because that helps my skin look plump and firm because, as I said, that's always my goal. I don't really care so much about my wrinkles. I just want to have a just beautiful hydrated skin. But if you're interested, the silver gel brightens and evens your skin tone. I haven't tried that one yet. The clear gel gives lightweight hydration. I have tried that. And the crystal gel leaves your skin luminous and smooth. So lots of good choices there. And every formula feels luxurious because high tech should still feel like self-care. And ladies, get excited because Zip Halo has given my Grit and Glam Club 10% off, and you just have to use my code BethD. We'll have everything linked down below. And if they ask who sent you, just simply say that you're part of the Grit and Glam Club. And once your skin is prepped and glowing, then your makeup truly shines. And as far as makeup, I mean, I use a lot of different products, but I recently discovered Merit Beauty this past year. My daughter-in-law, Kelly, swears by them. I started using it, and then just a couple months later, Merit knocked on my door and wanted to partner. And so I actually have a couple of tutorials here if you want to be taken through. It's a very lightweight makeup brand. So just keep that in mind, but I absolutely love it. Big fan of Merit. It's clean, it's blendable, and it's effortless. A touch of cream blush, a swipe of highlighting balm, and suddenly your face says fresh and alive, not overdone. So here's my style tip. Healthy, radiant skin is the ultimate anti-frump secret. Makeup should enhance your glow, not cover it. And that's why I'm a big believer in Zip Halo. So let's talk about how we can look polished, confident, and never, ever frumpy. And so let's just start with defining the terms, because I think that's really important. Because sometimes we bandy this word around, and it's not even the accurate word that we want to. You may not like an outfit. It may not be your taste, but it's not frumpy. So that happens actually quite a lot. So as I said, let's define the terms. So the dictionary says frumpy means dowdy, old-fashioned, or lacking style. But here's my definition. Frumpy is when your clothes stop reflecting your confidence. It's not about wrinkles or weight, right? Because we are going to own the shape that we have. We're going to own our wrinkles. We are going to own our age, grit and glamours. So it's about energy and intention. And maybe your closet just hasn't evolved since 2010. That happens. Life happens. Maybe your haircut hasn't changed since the Clinton administration. I actually have a line in my book about this. It's not about haircuts, but anyway, so I just had to use that here because really Clinton was in office when in the 90s, right? Yes, that was a very long time ago. Because no, you do not want to have a bob from 1995. It's not classic anymore. It's just archival. But here's the good news. Frumpy isn't failure. It's feedback. And today we're listening. And next, we are going to retire. And I say this all the time. And hear me out here, because we are going to retire boxy cardigans or shapeless tops, just really oversized ones. And yes, I know right now the trend really is to be oversized, but you can have a beautiful, cropped jacket and it still looks modern, fresh, and relevant. So we just have to pay attention to, where the seams hit. We don't want it to look 2 sizes too big. We want to actually take a look at what we are wearing, because oversized layers that promise comfort, they deliver bulk. And you're not hiding your flaws. You're hiding your figure, right? Because we're going to own the body we have today. So here's a fix. We're going to add structure. So, as I mentioned, could be a crop blazer. They're very popular right now. Or it could be a belted sweater. Or here's a super easy style fix. You can just simply tuck in your blouse or do the half tuck, because a little definition makes all the difference in the world. And I love a cardigan. I always have, but I just make sure it fits. And how adorable is this leopard cardigan with the matching shell? I went very matchy-matchy. It's classic, but with a personality. So if you want something modern, reach for a mock neck top. That higher neckline draws attention to your face and elongates your silhouette. It's sleek, it's polished, and it layers beautifully under jackets. And when you want a bit of edge, slip into a snake print belted jacket. Animal print done right adds sophistication, not chaos. And animal prints are so big this year, so whether it's leopard, whether it's snake print, it could be zebra, pick your poison. They're all amazing. But I do think this snake print jacket is très chic. And it defines your waist and adds texture, which is the opposite of shapeless. And here's a style tip for you. It's posture for your wardrobe. because a little structure lifts everything. Okay, and I will hear a lot of hue and cry about this. Maybe not so much today because it's fall, we're headed into winter, but spring and summer, this would really get a lot of pushback, and that's okay. You can totally have your opinion about this, but I am going to tell you once and for all to retire your capris, because capris are the Bermuda Triangle. Everything flattering disappears once you enter. They chop your leg in half and instantly date your outfit. So, if we're going to retire our capris, what are your options? Let's talk about pants that actually flatter you. And there are 4 lengths that work every time. First, the full length flare denim. And it's very, very big this year. So I have a pair of flare denims. These are from Talbot's. They're ivory. And you want the flare to graze the top of your shoe because it's going to create one long, lean line from your hip to your hem. And this one I styled with a leopard blouse and a black moto jacket. It's structured, it's modern, and timeless. Next, I love these Margot pants from Ann Taylor. And they're also flared. So instead of denim that's definitively more casual, this is an actual pant, so you can dress it up or down. And this pant is fitted through the hip and thigh with just enough release at the hem. And I paired it with a plaid belted vest, yes, to give myself a little bit of definition. And this tip really goes hand in hand with the one before. We don't want shapeless boxy things. We want some structure. So a belted vest just does that. And then I just added a white shirt. I'm sure you have a white shirt in your closet. It's just one of my go-tos. And then boom, you have a chic professional look. And ladies, all the links are in the description box down below. So don't worry, you can shop all of the items that I'm sharing today. And the third pant, so this is the Ava ankle pant. It's also from Ann Taylor. And I will share with you, I've shared many, many times, I go to Ann Taylor quite a bit for pants because they just understand a woman's body. And they have curvy, they have regular, they have petite. They do have some tall, not quite as much in stock for tall, but they do cover the bases when it comes to our figures. But this one hits just above the ankle bone, and that's the slimmest part of your leg. So I styled it with a pink crew neck jacket and a winter white roll neck vest. It's light, it's feminine, and structured. And fourth, so this is so essential, it's just so basic, but it is a straight leg. Every woman needs one. So it could be a straight leg denim. It could just be a straight leg pant. It's slightly fitted through the thigh with a clean break at the ankle. And it's the perfect balance between skinny and wide leg. It flatters everyone and pairs beautifully with heels, loafers, or boots. And here's a style tip. If it hits mid-calf, it's not cropped. It's confused. Okay, ladies, so the next style tip to stay out of the frump zone is let's rethink our jewelry. Because jewelry really does, it goes in and out of trends. Of course, our classic jewelry, our more expensive jewelry typically does not. But costume jewelry or, statement jewelry does. So, and it really can age an outfit faster than a low-rise jeans. So if you're still wearing matching sets, it's time for a refresh. And I just also share, this is a super easy style tip, just mix metals, layer chains, or choose statement pieces that tell your story. And my personal go-to is Lagos jewelry. And I have a wide variety. I've been collecting this jewelry for probably a decade or so. They're still a very young company, but they're a little bit pricey, but they're not as expensive as, I think they really come underneath David Yurman. I could be wrong on that, but I want to say that. But I absolutely adore their caviar collection. It's elegant, it's modern, and it's polished without pretense. And I partnered with Lagos many times in the past, but I partnered with them because I was wearing it all the time and they discovered me because I was just singing their praises right and left, and I will continue to do that. And my Apple Watch band is from the Caviar line from Lagos. These earrings today that I'm wearing, I mean, on any given day, you'll see me in at least 2 pieces of Lagos jewelry. I truly believe in this brand and stand behind them. And here's just a style tip. Jewelry is punctuation. So end every outfit with an exclamation point. And I do have a video. It's an older video, but it's about classic jewelry. We'll link that up here because you can never go wrong with gold hoops. You can never go wrong with pearl studs or diamond studs. So that's just always a go-to, and that's easy. But next, let's talk about clunky shoes. Comfort does not mean clunky. Somewhere along the way, we started confusing comfort with giving up, and that's just not true. If you love comfort, and I partnered with Vivea, oh gosh, a month or so ago, and I partnered with them in the past too, but they're very, very comfortable shoes. So that's why I'm sharing them again today, because you can go for a walk in these shoes. You can take them on an extended vacation. I love their loafers because they're sustainable, they're washable, and they're ridiculously comfortable. And I was just in Tybee, oh, probably a month or so ago. My photographer Jess was there too, and she really loved the loafers. So I'm like, what size are you? And we were the same size shoe. And I'm like, try them on so you can see for yourself just how comfortable they are. And she did, and she loved them. But another silhouette would be a kitten heel. I'm a big fan of kitten heels because they are just your best friend, and they're very on trend right now. An M Gemi, I think I pronounced that correct. Every once in a while I get a brand pronunciation incorrect, but it's an Italian brand, and they sent me these beautiful patent leather. They're blue and perfect heel height, and they're kitten heels. So they're elegant, they're practical, and endlessly wearable. And since it's boot season, you can't go wrong with a Chelsea boot. Go sleek for sophistication or chunky for a little edge. And one of my favorite fall combos, well, let's pull on a black pleated skirt and pair it with a plaid blazer. Finish it off with block heels or suede boots. Both options elongate your leg and add instant polish. So we have choices, ladies, when it comes to footwear. And of course, there's always a versatile sneaker. I mean, it has really come into popularity in the last decade or so. We can wear them with skirts. We can wear them with dresses. We can wear them with really just about anything. So don't ever forget about that. Loafers are also a great choice. So, and driving mocks. Each one of those are very comfortable, but yet they're still very stylish. And my style tip here, shoes should whisper style, not shout arch support. Okay, let's go on to the next tip to stay out of the frump zone. So we talked about our skin and our makeup, but we can't forget about our hair. Because, as I mentioned, you do not want a haircut that you've been wearing since the Bush administration, Clinton administration, Reagan administration. I mean, I've been alive for all of those presidents. And the bob and the pixie, they're timeless. But even classics evolve. So ask your stylist for movement, texture, and lightness. And yes, I love a long bang, but I've had short hair for many, many years. But I'll go from a really short pixie to a longer, as I said, the longer bang or anything in between. And right now we're kind of growing my hair out a little bit. We'll see where it takes me. But I think it's really important to stay on top of trends, especially with your hair. And modern hair has ease, not stiffness. A few layers, face framing pieces, or maybe it's a warmer tone that can make a world of difference. So here's a style tip. As I said, if your hair hasn't changed since you were in high school, it's not classic, it's archival. And my next tip is confidence. This is the ultimate anti-frump weapon. You can wear the best clothes in the world, but confidence is what makes them come alive. When I think confident, I reach for something that feels completely me. Here I'm wearing Ralph Lauren coated jeans and a purple turtleneck, and purple is so on trend this year. It's sleek, it's strong, and just a little bold. The perfect combination. Ladies, frumpy happens when you fade into the background, and you don't want that. Confidence happens when you decide not to. And here's a style tip. Frumpy isn't forever. It's just your style asking for attention. So tell me, Grit and Glam Club, which of these tips hit home? Are you team retire the cardigan or team book that haircut? Drop your confessions in the comments. Hit the subscribe button and join me every week for more Grit and Glam and grown-up style. Because aging with confidence, that's always in style. Thanks so much for stopping by. And thank you, Zip Halo, for this sponsored video. And thank you, my Grit and Glamours, for supporting the brands that allow me to bring you fresh ideas.